Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to the Dumb Dad Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I'm a dumb dad.
And my name is Evan, and I'm a dumb dad. And on today's episode, Kevin will reveal why staying ahead of the game does not always yield great results.
And on this podcast, Evan needs to learn to let go of his procrastination.
Oh, my God. Cheers, my friend.
How are you?
Man, it's hot.
Great. Good.
I know. Again, another podcast with these California boys complain that it's hot. Can I tell you something?
Isn't it hot everywhere?
What time is it right now? Right now, what time is it?
That's not fair.
It's
because it could be
6:53.
any time for anybody
It's
listening to
6.
them. If it's 6 a.m., it's 6 a.m.
No, but listen to me, Kevin. 7:03 p.m.
Uh-huh.
When I got in my car to drive to your house
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, my car said it was 108 degrees outside.
Hmm.
Is it 108 degrees outside? No. But that should give you an idea as to how hot it is at 7 o'clock p.m. in the middle of August here. And it ramps up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me.
It's not crazy. We got away with it. We've been saying it. We've been getting away with it.
I know, but like, can't noon be the hottest time? It's the equator's relationship with the sun that we're losing the battle of.
You and I have a combined total of 87 college hours logged. I don't think we need to debate how the sun works.
But otherwise, we're great. Kids are back in school. Everything's fine.
Everything's fantastic.
As we said at the top of the show, I'm really pumped about our show. I'm really excited to do our show again. So things are fun, man.
By the time you've listened to this,
by the time you listen to this, it's over, and
the show's over.
Yeah, and it got mixed reviews. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about like our I don't know what we're putting out there lately, and I'm pumped about the show. I know when we podcast next, I will have been pumped about how the show went. I'm excited that we're filming the show and the content we can bring as a result of that. And so, I'm just there. I'm here. We are. It's hot.
You're breaking the magic. People are listening to this post-show. They want
I'm breaking
us to be...
In film, they say you're breaking the fourth wall, but this is audio. So is this breaking like the 2.5 wall? What is that really?
You're doing that thing that makes that guy's hair blow back in like the Dolby chair. Breaking that wall.
Dolby?
I don't remember.
RCA?
Sure.
I don't know. There's a dog involved. I think.
That dog's long dead. That was a long time ago.
Cartoons live forever.
I do want to say I do want to address one thing about the show. When we announced it and the couple times we brought it up, a couple of people have mentioned that they would have watched it if we had it streaming. But we are going to be cutting up the show and we will be putting it on our YouTube channel, hopefully at ASAP. But stay tuned to that. We filmed the show, very excited about it, and the show. You will get to watch it if you don't live in Los Angeles or any of the cities that we toured, or were unable to come to any of the cities that we toured, and we hope to bring more tourists to you.
Whatever way we can do that, we will figure that out. But yeah, it's coming soon. We're
soon.
Yeah.
You know what else we were happy to put out there? Our children. Put them out in school. Got them. Boom. Man. Transition.
Get them out
Complete.
there. Our kids have been in school here in Los Angeles for a total of
a week.
6 days. Yeah. Most of this week, 2 of the last. And I'll tell you right now, Kev, I'm in 5th grade over here at our house.
Like reading level?
Well, test results haven't come back yet. Don't feel great about them, but I'll say, no, my son's in 5th grade.
23 and read.
We are 6 days in. He's in the middle of a project. We are in the middle of a project now that he got on like the 3rd day, which is fine. But just to give you an idea of like what 5th grade is like here, they are ramping. They are already like, you're
What's
middle
his
school.
project?
His project is U.S. history is a 5th grade thing. That's where they start some U.S. history stuff this year. And
it's also a dad thing. A lot of dads
US
really
history?
get into U.S. history.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued.
So 5th grade
obviously
reading level,
intrigued.
and it comes back.
I thought it was World War II is like the dad thing.
Yeah, that's also U.S.
Starts
history,
there.
bud. God.
Okay, let me explain that, because yes, that sounded like I was talking out of my toes. He's into like states and their capitals, and it's just 11 at I'm going to say 11 at a time, which is a funny thing because they have to do 11 now. They have to draw the outline, write the state, write the capital, draw where the capital is, and then write a fact about the state.
Okay.
That's where they are. And the funny thing to me is that they need to do 11 now. They do the 11 now, they turn in the assignment, and then they need to memorize the state and their capitals of the 11 that they did. And my first question to my son was, why not 10? Because there's 50. Wouldn't that make sense that it's do 10 at a time, 5 times? And he's like, well, I don't know. We're doing the Northeast. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, when you do 13 to start? 13 original colonies. That's what the stripes are. Did you know that?
I know that. What I'm saying is, like, for little kid brains,
Sure.
5 at a time, knocking out 50, it's around, I don't know, man. But here we are. So I just thought it was interesting. Like, he's done a good job, I will say. Like,
I could
it
see
didn't feel like an overwhelming project. He's stuck in. Like, it's not, their test is like, it's due and their test is like September 2nd. He's already done the 11, like, done the research, drawn it, the capital, like the physical work of like knocking out the 11 and writing a fact about them. He's done. So, which I'm proud of, that he was like 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been like, yeah, but we have until the 2nd. And it's like, you give them as much leash as you can to like make the mistake.
Sure.
And now he's like, oh, I got 11 done. Okay. Now all I have to do is like study my flashcards and memorize them before the 2nd. And like he requested, can I FaceTime my friend? They're in his best bud. They're in the class together this year. He's like, can I FaceTime my buddy? And like, we can just have a little bit of study time and quiz each other. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So they did that today. So it's very, very proud dad moment, the early start. And I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I know we're a week in. This has to last the whole year, but I'm just saying it's a good start so far.
Great. Alabama, South and Summary, Capital State, Montgomery. So I learned that in school. It was like there's a whole song. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And they clearly wrote it so Summary would rhyme with Montgomery. And it took me deep into my 30s before, like, I just thought it was a lyric that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, it feels a little forced.
It's definitely forced.
Yeah.
I thought it didn't make any sense because I thought I've never, maybe I won't say never, but I don't know that I've maybe once or twice heard anybody say it's summary. Like, I don't hear that phrase a lot.
Sure.
It feels like summer.
The danger is somebody says, what's the capital of Alabama? And you say summary. Because it's like, Well,
it's not that. It's just the whole time I thought like summary meant like, abbreviated. You know what I mean? Like summary.
Yeah.
Summarize that book.
Summarize it for me, please.
Because I've heard the word summary as in to just condense more than I've heard somebody describe it. It's
summary.
I was
outside.
deep into my 30s before I realized that lyric was summary. I thought it was like Alabama and in short, Montgomery. Deep into my 30s. I just thought that's what the lyric meant. And then one day I thought about it and I went, huh.
Yeah. Oh, that's forced.
That's fine. It's forced.
I guess I got there.
I feel like there's a lot more to Alabama. Maybe not. I don't know. Haven't been there. Maybe that'll
Would love to go. Not in the summer.
It just sounds like for a song where you're trying to teach kids things, don't use lyrics that make it sound like you didn't read the book. You know what I mean? Alabama, describe it. Go. South.
I know.
And summary.
Yeah, I hear you. But you memorized it as a kid and only questioned it 26 years after it mattered. And so that teacher is, they don't care. You memorize it, great. Off my plate.
I was probably supposed to memorize the whole song. I got the first sentence.
I only remember Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware. Just the states.
Oh, in alphabetical.
Yeah, not the capitals.
Well, other than that, school's been great. Had our first PTA meeting today.
Yeah.
And then I had just
and
very funny moment happened. So PTA meeting adjourns, and I am about to leave, And I didn't say this. Me saying this didn't trigger their response. They were already about to say it. But I just went to the principal. I was like, hey, can you, because we got a new logo at our school. I said, hey, can you send me like a high quality image
You
of
got
the
a new logo.
Yeah. I was like, can you
Bro,
give me
we got a new logo.
Yeah, it's a new logo.
We'll go. You go first.
Okay. That's kind of the whole sentence. But
I'm sorry.
So it was a logo. So I said, hey, can I get a high quality version of that? Can you email that to me? And then I'll draw up I'll mock up some merch, because we were like all about getting new merch because they had the logo at the end of last year.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's funny you bring that up. I actually need you guys to stick around because I want to talk to you. And I was like, okay. So she has the whole like the board of the PTA sit down.
Yeah.
And we get like a speech, like where
like you're in trouble.
A little bit like you're in trouble, but also a little bit like a mix of like you're in trouble, but a mix of like I don't want any hard feelings here. and they were doing this whole thing of like, in a lot of other schools, this is normally how it's done. And we haven't been doing that here for a while because the PTA was absolute garbage for years. Not for years. I think through the pandemic. The PTA I think was awesome pre-pandemic, and then pandemic, everybody kind of just went their own way.
It changed a lot of things.
Well, then when the new PTA came on, as I've talked about in this podcast, ad nauseum.
Yeah.
We were terrible, and now we're back on our feet and moving, and so they're like, a lot of other schools do this, and we were waiting for you guys to get back on your feet before we started doing this, and I was like, okay, and they were like, and then they had a slide thing present ready.
Oh yeah, they had facts. They brought facts. They brought receipts,
and they had like all the pictures of all this merch of like shirts and sweatshirts and polos and stuff with the new logos on them.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, and they were like, the school a lot of the time sells the merch in a lot of cases, and I was like, okay, and they were like, so that's how it's gonna have to be. We're gonna be taking over. And the funny thing was,
this is like the school board versus the PTA.
No, this was the school. This was like the school.
Yeah,
yeah. And it was just so funny to me because my entire goal as a member of the PTA, is to
get clout,
make sure the students is embezzling.
Yeah,
I'm here to wash money.
And be able to dictate my children's grades.
It's selfishly, it's to be at events and see my kids. I want the little joy in their eyes. It's to help the kids, all of the children, have a better memory and experience of their time in this school.
Do your part.
And three, to help the school get what it needs. Public schools have always been struggling. Lately, they're struggling a lot more.
I don't know why. But there's something out there.
We've got some idiots and running the government and poorly.
He's orange.
Like if you own a treadmill but you never use it, it's not running. You know what I mean? So
you could turn it on. I mean,
you turn it on.
The laundry would fly off of it.
Putting race cars on it and going on TikTok.
I love those videos.
I know, they're fun. But but like that's my goal. Those are my 3 goals.
Yeah.
So
and you know what? Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Those are fair goals that I don't think is overwhelming or overreaching.
No. So here's the thing.
If but it's also why,
but if
elementary schools need your help.
Yeah. And I'm happy to. And I enjoy it. I get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
That being said, if you're going to tell me that you're like, we're going to take over this kind of annoying thing, which is like designing the shirts, ordering them, picking them up, having to like store them places, bringing them out, selling them. And they're like, we're taking over that part where the money's going to end up back at them. Anyway, I'm like, thank you.
Okay. Are you done? I have follow-up questions.
Yeah, I guess so. Guess I'm done.
I didn't mean that in a rude way.
Sorry.
I didn't mean that in a rude way. I wanted, if you have more to add. No.
No, that was it.
Okay. I have follow-up questions. Why they say other schools do this, like other schools do this, meaning like other schools are in charge of their own merch and stuff.
Other schools
I don't understand
other schools are in charge of their own logo is how it was explained to me. So the
you
school
have no idea how much this is feeding into my dumb dad moment. Continue.
Great. So the school owns its logo.
Okay,
So
sure.
it's not like illegal or anything for us to have used the logo and sold it on merch, but it is one of those things where like, this is one of our things. And similar to like the PTA, what's good about the PTA is that we can raise funds, and because it's parents and teachers working together, we can decide with the funds that we've allocated. We would love it to spend it on this. And that's where the PTA really comes in, where you're like,
okay,
I feel like the buddy bench that I raised money for I got, that's not something the school needed. But we did help the school that year with the things they needed. We helped them like with the field trips, and then with school buses for field trips, and then just like computer program. And then with additional funds that we earned, I got this thing, the buddy bench. So that's what's fun about the PTA. So them making their own money is their way to spend the money on the things that they absolutely have to spend money on and need, whatever that is. So that's where they're like, they can have merch, and then they can use that for student body funds. And it just kind of undercuts them having to ask the PTA too. That's another part of it. PTA is well within their rights. If a teacher or principal or whoever comes forward and goes, I would love to ask PTA for help us out with this, and it costs this much money, PTA is technically well within their rights to be like, no, we're not doing that. And vote no. This is their way of being like, we make money and we can definitely spend it on this thing. Not that we would say no, but I'm just saying it gives them the power to allocate funds and make more. So that's what it's for. And it's anything with their logo. So we are allowed to make merch. And it says the school name on it and everything. Just don't use the logo is kind of the idea.
That seems insane to me.
What about it?
I don't understand. Like, we want to do it to dictate how we make the money and where it goes. But isn't that the point of the PTA? Is like parents helping out voluntarily to make the most amount of money they can, in addition to help the school, whatever it needs.
Right. But
so like I don't understand like the politics between, well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to allocate the funds for that. When it's like, but the school's like, we need this. We need you to help us do this.
Yeah, that's a rare example. That's not really going to happen. Or if it's something like, if it's something extra, like I'll give an example. I mean, we've never turned down anybody's request that I can think of, I'm pretty sure. But let's just say like you come to the PTA, you're a teacher, you're like, I would really love to have, I don't know, for Halloween, I'd love to have these like jack-o'-lanterns I have hanging from the classroom, one for every student.
Yeah,
it costs
I need
$1,000.
And they're like, oh, we don't have $1,000 for something like that. I mean, I get that.
Or it's like, hey, we actually have the funds already set aside and approved for this, and this, so we can't use it for that.
Yeah.
We've already budgeted it for whatever, field trips and, like I said, buddy benches and stuff like that. It's like, oh, if we do that, we won't be able to afford this thing. So no. This way they can purchase things and it can go towards what they want. I get it. It's there to have student body funds. This PTA is kind of a little extra stuff, like I said. Like the buddy benches, I think is a great example of like things that PTA can get money for that school doesn't need, but it's enrichment.
I got you. Okay, I understand that. I guess I was just, maybe it was just how I heard you say it, that it was like there's almost like it's not like you're at each other about things.
No.
Certainly, I know
that's my point though, is like that's how it was presented.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like, bro, this is great news.
So let's do this. I know we have a really good parent submission of a dumb dad moment, a user submission.
Yeah, let's get into our dumb dad moments.
We're going to run into the dumb dads because this is like just completely correlates with my dumb dad moment, which is so funny to me.
Yeah, go for it.
My wife has volunteered to be the financial chair at our school. Okay. Knowing that like she was like overwhelmed with like how big our school is, that she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Why would I volunteer for something like this? But other people in the PTA are like, you'll be great for this. And of course we can all help. Right. I also know that like, I'll help you. Like, we can all do this together. Right. And like a lot of people in the PTA, which you've alluded to before, which is like, you get a new position in the PTA and you're like, I don't even know what to do. I need help from the person that did this before me. Because none of us know how to do all this stuff. It's like, we need to rely on each other for like, can you please guide me into my new position of, I don't know what I'm doing, that kind of thing. So about, I don't know, I'm going to guess a month ago, right? It's probably longer. My wife was like, so one of the biggest things about the PTA this year is like, we just kind of want to land on like a logo, because it feels like each year that the school was doing this thing, which I always thought was cool, but I understand why they move away from this, which was like they run a contest each year, and like a fifth grader, like the fifth graders, it's like a contest who can design the new school logo kind of thing, or like the new merch logo kind of thing.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Which is really fun because it gets the students really hyped.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever logo they decide on for the next school year is like, the students can vote. I don't remember exactly how the complete decision is made, but in general, I would say it's clear that a child designed it. But if not everyone's completely signed up for that idea, maybe you don't sell as much merch the next year.
Sure.
Which, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's wonderful for the kid. Can you imagine having your logo that you designed, like, be the school? Like, that'd be awesome.
Guarantee you those parents spent like $300 on merch.
Yeah.
I'd have all of it.
100%. But it means so much to that family and maybe a couple of extended friends.
Sure.
Whereas we're just trying to like show up to PTA events and other events and school funded events and sell merch. We got the merch table along with the snack table and everything. And every dollar that they make at that table just goes right back into the school, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like, I don't know, I don't like that as much as the one last year. As opposed to like, my wife is like, we just kind of want like a standard logo. Now they might branch off to like, they might still do a contest. I'm not sure, which I think would be fun, maybe a specialized thing. But they're like, we just kind of want like a standard thing that we can change the colors of.
Yeah.
And my wife asked me, would you be interested in maybe taking a shot at designing it? And I was like, 100% I am.
Yeah.
That's the dumb dad moment.
Okay.
Because in what world, Kevin, am I considered a graphic designer? Or can I allocate a lot of my time to this? 0, 1, or 2 to both, right? So fast forward to like 2 weeks after my wife even asked me that, and I'm like, oh, 100%, I would love to try that. I'm also kind of thinking like, am I entering into a pool of other parents that are also giving their shot at this? Apparently it was kind of just falling on my shoulders.
It's only you.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Needless to say,
You made it in the parking lot at pickup today.
yeah. Needless to say, I did come up with what I thought was, I'm a bit of a maker, creator, artist, not professional in any of those things. I'm a bit of a master of none kind of thing. But I did consider this as like, hearing what my wife was asking, it was like, there should be like a full school logo, a simplified like word. It's like, I'm not going to give our school's name, but it's like you have like, let's just say like, I'm a Seattle fan. Okay. So we use the Seattle Mariners as an example.
Sure.
You have the Seattle Mariners logo. And then you have like a Mariners logo. That's kind of like the team name kind of thing, as opposed to like the full blown thing. And then you have like a shortened logo that would fit on like a hat, or the S goes on the hat or whatever.
All right, I'm with you.
So basically the logos break down to like full, medium, extra large, whatever, like to where you can place the logos. So I came at it from that perspective. Now, I don't know what I kind of came up with, like I thought was cool. And then my wife sent it to like some of the PTA members and they were like, oh, we like this idea. And I was like, great, I need to like finalize that. But the dumb dad moment comes in, like, not only did I not feel like I had enough time to like really allocate what I thought maybe I needed to do this, but luckily, because I know we both thrive in procrastination, more so this time was just like back against the wall. I got to give him something. I actually did really like what I sent, but the dumb dad moment was compounded when my wife was like, hey, a couple other people of the PTA are requesting access to the Dropbox folder where you sent the logos. And I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. What are their emails? And I'm like trying to add them so they can have access to like look at the logos. And then my wife's like, okay, so now there's a presentation going on for the school to review these, and they would like to see them in white and like in white with a navy background and in navy with no background. And I'm like, okay. We have a show to get ready for. I feel like I should be studying some of my monologues, but yeah, I can do that. And so I'm signing onto the computer again. And I have experience because like I've done like our logos, at leisure. But now it's like every time you like listen, if you're a graphic designer out there and are like, you stupid dummy, you're not doing this right. But I have to like sign back into like the master logo and just like change the color and then export it again with like blue and export the file under the white logo. And they have all these versions. Like, I don't know if I'm doing that right. It just feels like tedious. I'm like, okay, I need to make a white version of this one and save the vector file and then save the PNG file so the background can go away. There's 2 versions of that, 2 versions of every one of these as the white one. And I need to go back in and make it navy. And then I need to go back in and make it a navy background with a white logo. It's like so many files I'm saving to this Dropbox, only assuming they're going to go, okay, great. Can you make all these minor adjustments? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I need to be on a retainer here.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm buried in this. My son comes up and I'm like, what do you think of these for your school logo? He's like, these are amazing. I didn't know you were a graphic artist. And I was like, I'm not at all. I'm just playing one on the internet or whatever's happening right now that I'm sitting in front of these and trying to export all these files and I don't even know if they're right.
The best is going to be when it's all said and done and you're wearing a sweatshirt with the new logo and some dad walks up to you and goes, man, what 5th grade did they pick for this one?
I know. That's the thing. It's like now in addition to there's all this pressure. Like I said, I was actually pretty proud of what I created. But, people don't like stuff. So maybe I don't want it. Maybe I don't want her to tell anybody that I decided.
Turn comments off.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn off the
comments off. Yeah, exactly. That's what I should do.
Well, good luck on your final draft.
Thank you.
There's something, it is funny that it's like, I don't have enough time. And it's like, you said 2 weeks later.
I know, but it's like the people pleaser thing where it's like, yes, I can do that.
I know.
And then everything else gets put in front of it because I'm like, yeah, I can throw together a logo. I'm sure someone else will create something cooler than I will.
Oh, it's just me? Okay.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I see.
That's
the
amazing.
PTA night presentation where you give the logo to everyone is on my show. Okay.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll have something to you before dinner.
No, I can't change the color. Just, I don't know.
I don't know how to change the color.
Yes.
Is that a Pantone white? What kind of white are you looking for? There's a color code. I don't know what they want.
Yeah. Don't say wild stuff. Just say colors.
Yeah.
Oh, my dumb dad moment is just brought to you by being a loud parent. Just being just wanting to talk. You know what I mean?
You know what? You're in the safe format to do so right now, Mike.
No, now it's appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Got it.
So I went for a walk with my daughter. We were, it was one of those days where you just seeing them kind of, wasn't this weather. And you could just see they were kind of just like pent up. And I was like, do you want to go for a walk? I was like, first week of school's kind of beating them down. And my son...
We talked about last podcast. I mean, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. Yeah, you could see it on her a little bit.
My son was fine. I mean, he's been a maniac this past week. But, like, he's fine just playing.
Man, he's a
dinosaurs.
kind of kid.
He was just playing with dinosaurs, having a good time. I could tell she was struggling. I was like, you want to go for a walk? And she's like, yeah. And this was a great call. This was a great dad moment. Because
I love that.
We could tell that she was in a funky headspace. So we went for a walk and didn't try to pull the Full House moment. Of just like
just go. Yeah, just
both hands in your pocket, walking.
It'll come out.
Seems like you're going through a lot lately. Anything you want to get off your chest? It's not Angelica again, is it? But
Kimmy Gibbler is such a bully sometimes.
Yeah, but they're verbally abusive to her. Anyway, say horrible things to that girl.
I know. She's just a neighbor that doesn't have any siblings.
Just have good hygiene. Leave her alone. Scar her for life. But a lot of kids don't have good hygiene. Leave her alone. Anyway, you think there's that many kids in that house and they're all showering properly? Not a chance. You're switching out the youngest one and the dads aren't even noticing.
The water bill.
But so we went for a walk and we're just hanging and we're just talking, and pretty quickly she got over whatever was going on. And I think it was really just kind of like, the change.
Did she vent anything to you?
No, that's my point. Like, nothing ever came out of like, this really bothered me.
Yeah.
And it definitely from like talking to her kind of picked up. It was just a week. It's been a lot. It was definitely nothing like was weighing on her as much as just like, ugh.
It's a lot for a little mind to absorb. Yeah.
So we went for a walk and we just started, talking about random stuff. And then this is where the dumb dad moment comes in, which she didn't even notice, which is great. Good for me. And At one point, we were talking we were bouncing from subject to subject, and then she started telling me about like math and how she's learning about millions. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she was explaining to me how they're teaching her, because I'm always fascinated by that. She's currently, this is a little sidebar, her math that she's currently like learning. All of her stuff before that, I was saying this to my wife, all the stuff before that like made sense to me, like number bonds and breaking them up. And like, I actually really I was never taught this, or obviously I wasn't taught exactly this way, but it's like, if you do like 27 plus 72, you break it down, 20 plus 70, 2 plus 7, and then add those two numbers up.
Yeah, you can do that faster than you can like scrambling the numbers.
Moving this and carrying the one and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then she was doing this new thing, and she was showing it to me. It was with millions, and I just went, and that's how you got that? That's dumb. It's like the first time, I think, since I've been watching her from kindergarten to here, it's like the first time I saw something.
The first instance of new math, you're like, nah.
No, that's dumb. I don't like that one. That's a waste of time. But anyway, she was telling me about millions, and she was telling me how her class was like broken up into groups. And it sounds like her teacher was doing a really fun thing, which was just like, she gave each group a bunch of numbers, and they had to organize them numerically from, doesn't matter, highest to lowest or whatever. And I was like, all right, so what did your group do? And she was like, I think, she was like, yeah, the first thing we did was we broke them up into the millions. And if it was like those 3 sevens, put those 3 7 millions together, I was like, nice. And then if there's 3 fives, I was like, yeah, great. Then what'd you do next? And I was like, did you move on to like the 100,000? She's like, hold on. And then she started like explaining what they did. And I was like, right, but like, did you guys like, was somebody in charge of like the 100,000? Like, if you broke them up into 3 groups, she's like, no, hold on. And she's like telling me what she was doing. And in my head, I was like, okay, so you got the 3 7 millions. Is somebody in charge of the damn 7 millions? Because the next thing you need to do is look at the 100,000 is like what I'm like trying to say. And she gives me, I'm like, no, hold on. Let me tell you what it did. And it wasn't like, it was like the third time that she said it that like somebody in my brain was like, shut the up, Dad. Doesn't matter what they did. First of all, it's over. It's not an ongoing challenge.
You're not going to get any points for being ahead of the story in this moment.
Oh, do you know how to do it better than a 4th grader? Good for you. Just listen to the story. She's just sharing. Yeah. She's not looking for help. She's not like, hey, Dad, can you review the tape and tell me where I went wrong? She's just she's trying to connect. The whole reason I took her outside was to connect, and I was like this close to just derailing the entire thing.
You're like a puppy licking the outside of the bag before the food gets poured in.
That is condensation.
I know it's coming. I'm excited about it. I know it's coming.
It was just like...
Can I just say it out loud? Would that be okay?
Luckily, I didn't push it to the point that annoyed her, which I was proud of myself for. Like, it was just like, no, hold on.
Yeah,
and like,
you had
it kept being that every time. No, hold on. No. Let me tell you what it did. No. That's not it. We did this. Hold on. And that was like when my brain was like, shut up. Stop talking.
Was it the final time she said it that sounded exactly like your wife saying it? And you were like, I've been here before.
No, I'm telling you, what saved me from not being an extreme dumb dad moment was the fact that she didn't get at all. Yeah. She was not annoyed yet.
But it's learned behavior. You know, I think I'm pushing buttons here.
Yeah.
I think I should stop touching
I haven't pushed the wrong one yet, but yeah, this is bad.
I should stop pushing them.
I've never been good at the game Minefield.
I've never understood that game. I click around until everything blows up and it's like start over. I literally have never understood that game.
I'm willing to bet most of the women in your life are good at it, and most of the men in our life have died horrible deaths.
Listen, there are things that women are just better than men are, and I'll accept that. I don't care. And thinking is one of them.
What was that movie with Jeremy Renner with the bombs?
Oh,
not Jarhead?
No. That's Gyllenhaal. Damn it. I can't think of it.
I was going to say that would be the sequel, but it's just something.
It's so good. You've seen that movie.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's directed by a woman, by the way.
I don't like how you said that.
No. She deserves the credit because I think she won the Oscar for it.
Because she's good at minefields.
Jeremy Renner bomb movie. What a dad way to look up something. That's how you... Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker, like our second Hurt Locker movie will just be people playing that game.
Yeah.
Budget's
Hold
very
on.
low.
Catherine Bigelow. That was going to really make me upset that I couldn't come up with that. So there you
Yeah.
go. It's such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not kid friendly in any way, shape, or form. We are going to read a user submission.
Incredible transition. Yes, we'll read a user submission. If you guys want to submit one story, email us, dumbdadpod@gmail.com. And we could read your dumb story on this very podcast like this right here.
One more time. Take it back. You went partial Goldblum. I went all Goldblum.
Goldblum?
Yeah, you were like you can read this.
Well.
Yeah.
If you want to have your dumb dad moments read on this very podcast, you can email us dumbdadpod@gmail.com.
It's very good. It is very good. He's usually, nowadays, he's a little more sensual than that, but I'm okay
I'm
with
not doing that.
It's very good. This user submission is brought to you by Madeline.
Hi, Madeline.
It's my late grandmother's name. I love that name. And also, Madeline, I will say, I know this, I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones, she supports us on the social medias quite a bit.
Thanks, Madeline.
If this is you, Madeline. So we appreciate you. Thank you for sending this in. Here we go. Hi, Kevin and Evan.
Hi.
Long-time listener and a huge fan here. I am writing to share a dumb parent moment that my husband and I proudly co-authored, equal parts genius and disaster.
Love it.
What a tagline.
Let's go.
We have 2 boys, ages 5 and 7, and I have become close with our neighbors across the street who also have kids the same age.
Clutch.
Yeah. I wish I don't have that.
I have that. We never hang out because we're always so busy.
Yeah. Over the past couple of years, we've built a solid friendship, and our favorite tradition is sneaking out for some grown-up drinks on the patio once the kids are asleep. Oh, the jealousy that just left my body. That sounds amazing.
It's great.
On this particular night, the neighbors were hosting. After our boys were tucked in, we snuck across the street and settled in for some laughs and libations.
Love it.
My husband had the WiseCam app open, WYZE, on his phone.
Not a sponsor.
No, but I've never heard of that. So
yeah.
Propped up on the patio table so we could keep an eye on the kids in their shared bedroom. Oh, it's probably more like a
baby monitor.
Yeah, baby monitor. Fast forward to midnight. Drinks were flowing.
Let's
jokes
go.
were landing.
Yes.
And we glanced at the monitor only to see an empty bedroom.
Perfect.
Boy, that'll sober you up so fast. No kids, just an empty bunk bed and a rising sense of panic. Whew, man. Boy, you'll stand up so fast.
Yeah.
And then balance yourself.
Yeah. And then the fire trucks park right in between you and your own house.
One of those annoying lights. Oh! We bolted out of the backyard and found our pajama-clad boys sobbing on the front porch of the house we had just left. Well, it was midnight. I don't know how you just left. They had been ringing the doorbell for help, unaware that it was broken. We scooped them up, apologized profusely, and carried them home, bracing for a long night of emotional repair. But to our surprise, they crawled back into bed and fell asleep almost instantly.
That's huge.
We, however, not so lucky. The guilt was real.
Yeah.
And then came the twist. The next morning, I spotted a post in our neighborhood Facebook group.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Our next-door neighbors were asking if anyone else had experienced a ding-dong ditch around midnight. Turns out our kids had gone door to door, sobbing and ringing doorbells, staring in multiple ring cam cameos before we found them. We had to go over and apologize, not just for the midnight chaos, but also for not inviting them to the backyard drinks.
Oh.
Double dumb. Thanks for all the laughs and for making us feel like we're not alone in the chaos of parenting. Keep up the great work. Cheers, Madeline. Madeline.
That's a top moment.
That's
a top moment.
That's a top moment.
That's a great one, Madeline.
I also, props. This was so well written.
Yeah.
I loved all the little teasers throughout. Thank you for sending that in, Madeline. Oh my God, dude.
Thank you. That was so good.
That feels like, that's going to feel like I can't even give an example, but when you're like a teenager or something, and everything is grand until you get in trouble, and your whole world completely falls apart at the drop of a hat. That's that feeling again. Yeah. Like everything's great, we're chilling, they're sleeping, yours are sleeping, we're in your bed, and then, not good,
rough. So good. And that is where we are gonna leave it. Thank you again, everybody that came out to our show at Dynasty Typewriter. Thanks to Ed Verdú on SoundCloud. Thanks to my wife, Annie, for producing this. You guys can watch full episodes of this on YouTube, where our live show will eventually go up.
It's going to go there. It's going to be
subscribing now. So do that now. And follow us at The Dumb Dads. Evan, you got a joke to take us out?
I got a joke for you. What's a skeleton's favorite snack?
Ribs!
Spare ribs! Why do you fail me so?
This is a TikTok. It was famous 3 years ago.
It's funny.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the world, little one. Welcome to life.
How do I stop this?